Donald Trump is losing it as his July 4th event is getting derailed. Here is what we are learning. Saturday's Independence Day parade in D.C. is canceled due to extreme heat. The National Weather Service has issued an extreme heat warning for today in Washington, D.C., with heat index values expected to hit 110 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Eric Flack is reporting organizers cited safety of participants, spectators, and staff. Yesterday, we saw lots of EMS vehicles continuing to zoom by. Matt Rain was there. Others were there seeing what was taking place, and people were falling to the ground. As Adam Parkhomenko explains, CNN was talking about how there were all of these heat-related ailments with the state fair yesterday. For the small crowds that showed, there were a lot of heat ailments. There were about 7 people who were put on advanced life support. Let me repeat that. 7 people were placed on advanced life support, 11 transported to hospitals, 44 patients were being treated with extreme heat exhaustion. Watch as Matt Ryan captured these EMS vehicles that were swooping by as people were falling down one after another. And you had state regime media, Fox, saying, if you're a true patriot, if you really like Donald Trump, come out here in the heat. Seriously, you know how many people you hurt and could have killed, and how many people you could potentially be killing today with the heat, while, potentially this event may still go on tonight, this Donald Trump speech. If people show up at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and they have to stay there for 6 hours, folks, this is very serious stuff. Watch what Matt Ryan posted here. Play this video.
Please move to the right. Please move to the right. Move to the right. Thank you.
Then you had Julian Andreoni. He's a great reporter out there in Washington, D.C. with Drop Site. Here he is reporting on all of the things that he saw out there with all of these emergency vehicles zooming by, people falling down. Let's watch this, play this clip.
Oh, there's somebody in the back of the EMS truck. Okay. This is really, it's hard to believe this. There's not really much cover anywhere.
And here he is again showing you some of these emergency vehicles that were swooping by. Let's play it.
Or I guess they're going to run through. So there are some people running through with cold water to go help their loved ones in line. You see, so people running here. Go ahead. No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead. Yep. So that's what I was referencing, is there's a guy, event staff, wearing a blue sort of collared shirt. These are the people who are in charge of sort of saving the people who have fainted and passed out in line. There's the paramedic situation. They only bring the EMS truck over when someone has literally passed out. But up until that point, people are profusely sweating and need water. And the people in charge of that are just the event staff, the people who are running the security lines. So there's over here, I guess. There's another EMS truck over there. Paramedics coming through to help another person who's passed out. More. So it's really is hectic. It's chaotic. It's a total disaster. They haven't planned for this at all.
Jeff Stein explains also, with these 850,000 fireworks that are apparently set to go off in D.C., there has been a report that Donald Trump has basically quashed. He's deep-sixed it. But federal officials wrote this internal report detailing this internal analysis and warning that the air quality risks in D.C. between the heat, the limited proximity where they're going to be shooting these fireworks off, that the air quality is going to be so low, people should avoid prolonged exposure to pollution around the mall. The health effects could be deadly. It could be deeply serious. It's what I've been warning about too, folks. When we talked about Donald Trump demolishing the East Wing of the White House, I'm like, there's asbestos all over that, by the way. And I'm sure we'll find out in a few years people contracting asbestos based on the way that was handled and demolished. It wasn't at a union job. They just demolished that thing. By the way, the Trump supporters can't handle this at all right now. You've got MAGA sycophants like Kylie Jane Kremer. This is a real person, and this is a real post in response to a factual statement that DC is going to be hotter than 99% of the planet. Right now, only parts of Africa's Sahara Desert, the Middle East, and China's Gobi Desert will be hotter. This is what the MAGAs are saying right now. I'm telling y'all that someone with an extreme case of Trump derangement syndrome just geoengineered this weather in DC. Same way they geoengineered Trump's inauguration to be one of the coldest in U.S. history. People with Trump derangement syndrome hate Trump more than they love America. And in response to the fact that it was hailing golf balls before Donald Trump gave that speech in South Dakota last night, that disastrous speech he gave in Mount Rushmore, the MAGAs were saying things like this. These are real humans. This isn't parody. This is a real human being, Trump supporter. Ping pong sized hail, 50-mile-per-hour wind, and ground lightning where Trump is set to speak in South Dakota out Mount Rushmore in celebration of America's 250th birthday. Oh, it's not geoengineering. No, Trump derangement syndrome is real, and it is destroying the United States of America. I'll tell you, I mean, the Trump derangement syndrome is like you and all of these Trump cultists out there who think that they're cult leader can do no wrong, a guy who's literally defrauded and bankrupted everything his entire damn life. That was just like when they talked about Donald Trump's crypto schemes, where Donald Trump and the crypto made $2.2 billion, but there were over, what was it, like 1 million wallets of people who had Trump crypto and meme coins. They lost $4 billion. Trump makes $2 billion. You lose $4 billion. And what do the Trump supporters, what do the cultists say? They go, oh, the Democrats must have shorted the Trump meme stock. Oh yeah, the Democrats went in there. They shorted Trump meme stocks. That's I mean, and then you have Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent out there saying, and I don't even think that there is an appearance of impropriety as a result of Donald Trump's crypto trading. I just think he's innovative. This is such an innovative, this is what innovation is. Stealing from people, grifting from people, making billions of dollars in quid pro quos, having Pakistan and United Arab Emirates, all these people invest in World Liberty Financial. What the hell are we even talking about? This is what Treasury Secretary Bessent said. Play this clip.
The president's financial disclosure showed that crypto had become a major source of his income while the administration is shaping crypto policy. Even if the White House says there's no conflict of interest, which is what we've heard, is there an appearance problem when so many folks are struggling?
Well, again, I don't think there's an appearance problem. The president, this is an innovation presidency. So whether it's digital assets, whether it's AI, whether it's everything that is going on in the tech ecosystem, that all Americans are benefiting from that.
And here, just so you can hear for yourself, this is what some of the Trump MAGA supporters were saying about the crypto, losing their life savings. It's okay. It must have been the Democrats who stole my $40,000. Oh, yes, it's the Democrats. Just like when Donald Trump did this exact thing in the 80s on a much smaller scale because they didn't have the freaking presidency. And in the 90s, it must have been the Democrats. When Donald Trump wasn't running, it was the Democrats, everything. Here, play this clip.
These are two investors into the Trump coin, and these are Trump supporters. If Trump was putting his name behind it, it must be a legitimate investment. This is a woman who spoke to Reuters. She put $2,000 of her savings into the Trump meme. At the end of May, her Trump holding was worth less than $120. She now thinks it was just a pump and dump scheme. The second investor, Matt, a 45-year-old machinist in Indiana, put $40,000 into Trump family tokens. When a stock has presidential backing in a way, at least from his sons, you would think it would go up. Matt's shares have dropped 79% in value since he bought them for a loss of about $32,700. He does not blame the Trump family. He said he believes Democrats and anti-Trump investors are taking short positions.
I digress. I sometimes I can't help myself but going on those tangents because it pisses me off. Meanwhile, you had people like Jesse Waters out there and state regime media propagandists saying, look how great the flyovers are. Look how amazing it is. Okay, I mean, sure, the flyovers are cool, man. Yes, we all agree. Flying American military might is cool. We so stipulated. The issue is, first off, that's our money. That's taxpayer dollars paying for it, Jesse Waters, so that you can put on this display of paid patriotism. We could be patriotic without having to spend hundreds of millions and billions of dollars of taxpayer money, which could be going to people's healthcare and could actually be helping people because people are suffering and they're screwed right now. And I understand, Jesse Waters, you make $30 million a year. You're rich. You don't have to worry about all of these problems that most Americans are confronting. But when we think about it, okay, do we want to spend hundreds of millions or billions of dollars for Trump's propaganda to hoist up a fascist regime that is just killing people in this country? No, I don't. I think we'd rather have health care. Anyway, here's what Jesse Waters has to say. Here, play this clip.
America's about to throw the biggest birthday bash in history, blowing out 250 candles with a star-spangled explosion of fireworks and freedom, with epic military flyovers all day right here at the Great American State Fair.
And then I'll show you what's going on here as well. I mean, just so you can see how pathetic this event is. This is real. Gold Gatsby posted, enough celebrating for me. I did see the tent of David before I left, and I got to witness a baptism. Here's a baptism that was taking place over there. Here, play this clip. Patricia Aguino says, I went to the Great American State Fair, and here is what I saw. You can see for yourself here. Play this clip.
I went to the Great American State Fair, so you don't have to.
Looks like Virginia is closed for some reason. Oh, would you look at that? AI graphics. They're not real. The Maryland tent. Lots going on. I'm having a foul time. Can't beat these prices at the Chop Chop. This is a baptism pool?
Yes. There's been so many people baptized.
Can I be baptized as a Muslim?
We baptize in the name of Jesus. Yeah.
Not even a little bit Hindu?
If you would like to experience Jesus.
So if I dip myself in here, I will experience Jesus.
Yes, we ask people to be baptized in the name of Jesus.
And I want to share this with you as well. I mean, as Donald Trump's out there boasting about crowd size this, crowd size that, this is Tehran's Grand Mosala. They're hosting the funeral of the Ayatollah Khomeini, who Donald Trump killed. It's notable as well that you had like dozens and dozens of countries. Do you see the list of the countries that were there, that sent their top level dignitaries? I mean, even Saudi Arabia showed up. I'll show you this list right here. Donald Trump's brought the world closer to Iran. And these are Donald Trump, who's obsessed about crowd sizes. This is what's going on in Tehran right now. And there are actually people there who are holding up signs that say FUCK Trump. Here, I'll show you over here. Here, play this clip. I want to leave you with the wise words. It's on the 4th of July of former President Obama. Here's what he had to say about the 4th. Let's play it.
What message do you have to Americans?
Remember what's best in us. The basic principle upon which this country was founded, which is we don't have rulers, we don't have kings or monarchs or aristocracies, we have citizens. And if we hold true to that idea, that we the people have been gifted this chance of self-government, if we pay attention to our responsibilities and our duties, and if we extend respect and thoughtfulness to our fellow citizens, even if we disagree with them, if we understand that part of this democratic project is to sort through our differences in peaceful, legal ways, then I'm confident that we're going to have another 250-year run that's going to be just as good.
And here's what former President Biden had to say about the 4th. Here, let's play this clip right here.
I'm not sure we're as divided as we portrayed. I'm sure there's anywhere from 15 to 30% of the people who are on the one end here. But I think the vast majority of people are coming around to conclude that, those things, so they don't even think about it directly, but the safeguards in the Constitution. I think people are beginning to realize they're sort of being trampled on right now. So I'm hopeful that people are going to begin to say, whoa, we got to slow this thing up. We're coming to the 250th anniversary of the country, and for me, I think it reminds people that democracies depend on certain basic rules. We're the most unique country in the world. Most unique country in the world in the sense that we really do think democracy is dictated by the rules of the Constitution. And we do believe, and we act, and when we do well, that all men are created equal.
Well, there you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million subscribers. And thank you all so much for watching.
Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MeidasPlus.com. You'll get daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, ad-free episodes of our podcast, and more exclusive content only available at MeidasPlus.com.